Imagine, the year 680 of the desert of Karbala, a dry and grassless area. A small group of 100 people including women and young children, surrounded by a division, numbering 30,000 people, then attacking a group of 100 people and killing them, and taking their women and children captivated. How reasonable is that to assume this fight was over a woman? We will continue to investigate this issue. Stay with us. Hello there, lovely friends. I hope you're doing well. Please subscribe to our channel before watching this video, and click the bell button to be notified of new videos. Please like and share this video to show your support. This assumption has been raised by some enemies of the Al-Bayt, peace be upon them, who claim that the underlying cause of the Karbala incident and the martyrdom of Imam Hossein, peace be upon him, was a love story that was caused by Yazid's intense love and affection for a woman named Zainab, the wife of Abdullah bin Salam. Muawiyah cunningly made preparations to separate this woman from her husband and get her married to Yazid, and Imam Hussein prevented Yazid's lustful pursuit with the aforementioned action. In fact, they have pretended that this incident was the beginning of Yazid's hatred and enmity toward Imam Hussein, and the origin of the Karbala incident. In response to this assumption, we can say, the only reliable book that mentions this event is the book Al-Imama Wasiya by Ibn Taymiyyah, who died in 889, one of the Sunni historical sources. That every researcher, by studying this text, sees that it is more like just a story and a novel than a real event. What is said about this matter in this book is that during the Caliphate of Muawiyah, there lived a believing woman named Zainab, the daughter of Ishaq, who was famous for her beauty, politeness and perfection. Yazid, who was the crown prince at that time, fell in love with her. But before taking an action to marry him, Zainab married her cousin Abdullah bin Salam, who was a famous person, and they lived in Iraq with their husband in complete comfort. Muawiyah became aware of Yazid's love and infatuation, and promised to bring him to his destination. At this time, Abdullah was responsible for Muawiyah in Iraq. Muawiyah summoned him from Iraq to Syria, and sent him a message through Abu Hurairah and Abu Darda, that he would like to marry his daughter, because he deserved to be the caliph's son-in-law. Abdullah accepted this offer. Abu Hurairah and Abu Darda reported the incident to Muawiyah. Muawiyah had previously told his daughter that if the two of them came to propose to you for being Abdullah's wife, you should agree, but tell them, I agree if Abdullah divorces his wife. Abdullah was tricked by Muawiyah and divorced his wife, and asked Muawiyah to fulfill his promise. Muawiyah replied, if my daughter consents, I will accept. The two of them went to Muawiyah's daughter, and told her about the divorce of Zainab. Muawiyah's daughter replied, I have to think and consult about this matter. Some time passed. Again, the two of them went to Muawiyah's daughter, but she replied in negative and said, I'm not interested in this marriage. Then, Muawiyah sent Abu Darda to Iraq to propose Zainab for Yazid. When he entered Iraq and Kufa, he realized that Imam Hussein was also in Iraq. He decided to reach the Imam at the beginning of his service, and then fulfill his mission. When the service of the Imam arrived, the Imam said, why have you come to Iraq? Abu Darda told him the matter. Imam said, I also decided to send someone to Zainab to propose for me. Now that you are going to him, convey my message to her as well. When Abu Darda went to Zainab, he proposed to her for Imam and Yazid. Zainab consulted him, which suitor is better? Abu Darda replied, Imam is more suitable for you as a husband. With the dowry that Yazid was supposed to give, the Imam married Zainab. The ex-husband of Zainab, who was in Syria, was disloyal of Muawiyah's and he cut off her salary. Abdallah left for Iraq to get the property that he had left in trust with his wife, and he went to his ex-wife to get his property and received his property. When they remembered the past, they were moved and both started crying. Seeing that scene, the Imam took pity on those two and said, "It's okay that I triple divorced her. God, you know that I did not marry her for the sake of wealth and beauty, rather, I married her in order to keep her safe for her husband." Then he ordered to pay all her dowry. The two of them wanted to give property to the Imam as a thank you, which Imam did not accept, and he said, "The reward that I hope God will give is better than these possessions." Then the two lived together again. It is also necessary to pay attention to this fact, that in none of the reliable historical sources of the cause, or one of the causes of the Karbala calamity, it is not mentioned that Yazid fought with Imam Hussein because of the grudge he had about this. There are some errors in this story that make it false. Some of these problems are, in none of documents this narration has been mentioned to be examined, because Ibn Taymiyyah, the author of the book Al-Imama and Al-Siyah, is one of the authors of the 9th century, who was born in Kufa in 828 and Imam Hussein was martyred in Karbala in 680. Therefore, Ibn Taymiyyah was born 148 years after the martyrdom of Imam Hussein, and at the time of this story, he was not yet born and was not in that age. Based on this, he must narrate the story from someone, or those whom he has not named, so that we can check the chain of narrators. Maybe the lying person faked this story and told him. Abu Darda, who is mentioned in this story as a mediator between Muawiyah and Abdullah bin Salam and Urainab, according to popular opinion, passed away during the reign of Uthman. Many historians have mentioned the year of his death as 658 or 659, so, how can he be present in this event that happened at the end of Muawiyah's rule and during Yazid's governorship? There is no information about this story in famous documents. The most famous book that mentions this story is Al-Imama wal-Siyah, which there is some doubt that Ibn Taymiyyah is the author of it. No authentic document refer to Imam Hussein coming to Iraq after the martyrdom of Hazrat Ali and going to Medina, except in the epic of Ashura, while the above narration mentions the story of Urainab before that. In this story, it is stated that Imam Hussein triple divorced Urainab in a meeting, while doing triple divorce in one assembly is not correct in our Sharia, and it is considered as one divorce. One of the conditions for divorce is the presence of two witnesses. The Quran says, "And take two righteous men from among yourselves as witnesses and establish the testimony for God." And Imam Sadiq also says, divorce is not permissible except in the presence of two witnesses. While according to this quote, in the above story, this important condition was not met and no witness was present. Apart from the definite invalidity of the above narration, enough reasons and underlying factors of the Karbala incident have been discussed in Shia and Sunni books, that leaves no room for doubt until it is time to raise this loose and baseless doubt. Each of these flaws themselves are enough to deny our trust in the authenticity of this story. However, if we ignore all the problems in the text and documents of this narration and accept the authenticity of this story, not only is this incident not a defect for Imam Hossein, rather, it shows the virtue, politics, gentleness and mercy of the Holy Prophet, who did this only and only to neutralize Yazid's sinister and evil plan and thus prevented the family from being torn apart.
Thank you for watching this video all up to the end. If you enjoyed it, please like it and subscribe to receive notifications of new videos by clicking the subscribe button and the bell next to it.